Yeah, we can't be 100% sure of the map pool of NRG, obviously,
Exactly, yeah.
with this new in-game leader. So I was thinking Mirage could be a fine pick for them if they were playing around FURIA, but NRG happy to play Nuke, happy to play FURIA on a map that they know they are good on. So that shows confidence in NRG's Nuke here.
Well, it's going to be the kit on Stanislaw as we get it underway. The second best one here in the B stream of ESL 1 Cologne 2019. And Art straight away. There's the aggression we look for. Straight away on the open, through the door, and it's EbleJ in the vents already. This is so fast from FURIA.
Wow, straight down the vents, trying to see if they can get onto this B side of the map. Tarik trying to contain them, but he doesn't really want to go into the open. There's not much cover there. The Molotov has kept him at bay, but Art up close is the first to fall. Cert gets the opening and the follow-up frag. EbleJ spots them cross, but he can't find the shot on towards anyone.
Well, the time is ticking. Vinny with the Glock inside of the smoke.
They're on A.
Yeah, well, bomb's getting planned on the A bomb side for FURIA. And look at this, Vinny inside of the smoke, he makes the right play. 2 kills come in, Breezy and Cirque do fall. And it's all on EbleJ and Caserato trying to make it happen as Caserato takes the headshot onto Ethan. EbleJ locking down the lobby. At this point, both NRG players coming back in from heaven. They're going to try and source the defuse here. Stanislaw throws the smoke onto the bomb. Defuse coming through, he's got a kit as well. It's coming through, Stanislaw's defusing, it's going to happen. NRG steal away the pistol. And it's Stanislaw with balls that big that he can't sit down.
Whew. Stanislaw sticks the bomb down to 3 health at the end there, but he gets the round win for NRG. They really steal away that round win, as it looked good for FURIA early, but look at this buy for the T side. 3 SGs bought into this round. FURIA are not wasting any time getting into the action early.
Well, the Krieg's available to every player. This is something we have to sort of... It's synonymous with FURIA, is the Krieg, right? But you've seen Vinny pick it up even before the price changes. He's definitely one of the masters of the weapon. Cirque off to a good start, though. Kill coming in early. That's the man advantage available. And it's another one from Stanislaw. So, good start here from NRG. 2 early pickups.
One of those SGs has been lost as well. Not what FURIA were looking for early. Especially considering NRG only have the one M4A1S in the hands of Stanislaw, their in-game leader. You would think the firepower might be lacking for NRG in this round, but that has not really been the case. Kills keep on coming. EbleJ doesn't expect that angle. Tarik just making sure that he is not caught by the headshot. The MP9 closes out the round. And NRG even get to save a couple of SGs for that CT side, which I think is going to be really good for them. I think the SG on the CT side of Nuke can be a really powerful weapon. So I'm sure NRG will be happy to get those in their hands.
Well, FURIA have decided to go for some utility here. The smokes are available to them. We'll see what the plan is with them. Side smokes coming through, it seems, and also the vent dive coming in from Caserato, although he will be caught by Breezy, and the rest of the side of FURIA charging their way towards Secret Stairs, although they take a fight through a smoke, and that's where Breezy comes out on top. And FURIA, well, they've got the 2-man deficit with Tarik in the lower bomb site. It's not going to look too good for the chances. Good headshot. Plant attempt coming through, but Tarik will deny it. He goes in, and what a clean-up from Tarik. Stops the bomb plant and gives FURIA their third.
Wow, those 2 saved SGs get everything done between them, using FURIA's weapon against them. As you said, FURIA definitely happy to go for quite a few of those scope rifles, and that's what will be coming through for them into the first gun round. Only the 2 SGs this time around as we head into round 4. NRG holding onto a couple of SMGs of their own. Probably be happy to play some of those close range angles, but here's the aggression from FURIA straight in towards outside, not wasting any time taking map control. 1 nade lands from NRG, but FURIA have gained a lot of ground.
They seem to take the ground pretty quickly here, FURIA. They love to throw a little bit of aggression into the mix, and well, Tarik is going to be staying up towards the rafters in the B bomb side. He falls down towards the door. Art's going to be picked up. A man advantage is there for the CT side. Tarik doing a good job of just holding this off on his own. Molotov going in. There's the flames. Onto EbleJ. A circle stand tall as well. And it's just all falling apart for FURIA. Not a single chance as Caserato last man available. 1v5 would have to come in. And, well, clean run from NRG. Again, looking solid here at the start.
FURIA have not really been in this game so far. In the first 4 rounds, they've only got 4 kills total. Not looking too good for them. And the scary thing for this FURIA side is that when their aggressive play style doesn't pay off, the question is, what do they have to fall back on? We haven't really seen them go for too many slower rounds successfully. We haven't really seen too many full executes from them. And the South Americans, again, using some early nades, but this time they're using those smokes as a fake.
Well, Ethan just biding his time on the other end. The rest of the troops coming in. He pulls away at the wrong time, and here they come, right into him. Headshot collected, but it's only the one. Able to jail step in, back through, and it's Cirque and Breezy making it happen for NRG, but quite a bit of damage done there by Caserato, who does steal away too, alongside Able J. So 5-0. NRG off to a stellar start here.
And not having the smoke for Mini there was a real problem. Cirque had such a strong angle to watch towards the A site. Couple of SGs continuing in the hands of NRG and FURIA, both of them favoring the scoped rifle from the T side. And Cirque has also got the AWP into his hands, someone that you talked about in the pregame as wanting that sniper very, very often. With NRG having such a strong start, Cirque should be set to have that AWP for quite a few rounds.
Well, Art looking over the top of Silo. We start taking the first kill on the Caserato. Man advantages there for NRG. Again, they've been pretty good at picking up these openings. When they've had that kill, they've had a lot of success. Obviously not dropping a single round just yet. As Art heads his way towards outside, he has got himself that SG and he loves this aggression, Alex. Look where he is. Oh, they surely, NRG, need to be ready for it though. You know you have to expect some crazy stuff when you're going up against FURIA.
Yeah, NRG were definitely ready for the aggression on the B side of things earlier, as they managed to stop that quick play, but Art is ready to wrap round from heaven. They don't know he's here. Ethan has no clue. Kill from behind. A site opened up, and NRG are not in position to assist their teammate. Big problems here for NRG. Locked out of the A site in this round. FURIA taking their time getting that bomb planted, but eventually it is going to go down, and Tarek spotted that. He knows there's a player here. Art has to be a dead man. The question is, what else can come through? Tarek's position is compromised as he moves in from heaven.
Well, Tarek just sits up here. It's going to be the kill from Vinny coming right through. The headshot is landed. Stanislaw steps up, and he will get dropped by Vinny as well. So finally, it's looking good for FURIA. He might just grab themselves there first. The Cirque has to fall away. 11 HP, no chance for him, so he's making sure he carries this open to the next one. But finally, FURIA get there first.
Finally on the board. I think the fact that Art was able to flank from heaven without being spotted is all that they needed in that round. NRG did not have the best A-hold there. FURIA find one entry, and that leads to the round win. And into round 7, again, NRG continue with the full buy. We've seen a really strong start from Tarek, who hasn't really been the best player statistically, but I think that's because of his aggressive style. He can sometimes be a bit inconsistent, but oftentimes it's sort of Breezy towards the top of the board. Breezy's been in really good form recently. Not really coming through for him at the start of this Nuke game. And again, Cirque finds the second entry with the AWP. That's back-to-back rounds where he's found the opening pick with that sniper.
And the man advantage is available to NRG. Tarek's just trying to hold back towards ramp. Might just collect himself a few more as the rest of FURIA on towards the start of the map, and Tarek under pressure. He has got teammates here though, Cirque and Stanislaw. They make the peak happen. There's the kill from Cirque. Tarek steps up as well, but Caserato is still alive. He's got the 2 kills, but it has to be all on Caserato. He needs the 1v3 is clutch, Alex.
Yeah, the man who is always in the back lines for FURIA, trying to win rounds like this, has got a hell of a lot to do here. Cirque holding on the other side. Caserato about to round the corner. Decides against it. just slowing things down, trying to find the best angle of approach. And with the smoke being deployed down towards B, he's hoping for the rotation from NRG, but just the one smoke is not enough to draw them away. Keserato has got to search for the frag, and he does get the headshot.
Well, Cirque finished off. Man advantage still there with NRG. 20 seconds for Keserato to make this happen. We've seen some incredible clutches from this guy on this map, so it's certainly a possibility, but he has to go quickly. 14 seconds, he has to commit to the site, and if he goes for the plant at the wrong time, Breezy could just step out and kill him. So he has to commit to this, and oh, it's in the open. This might just be Breezy walking around, and there it is. The kill comes in, 6-1. NRG, a little bit of a scare, but they get it done.
Yeah, Keserato was attempting to play the mind games, attempting to play with the time, but as it runs low, it ends up going against him. In terms of these opening battles, FURIA are yet to win the opening fight from these first 7 rounds. They've always been playing from that man disadvantage, even if on some occasions they've traded that quite quickly. We saw in the early rounds, NRG taking the numbers advantage early just due to the rifles, but in the recent ones, it's Cirque who's been winning the opening battles with the AWP. I think in this round, though, Cirque is less likely to be taking the opening, as Taric is about to be tested.
Well, Molotov goes in. Taric has done a good job at playing this well. You know, he just falls back as soon as he sees that aggression. If he feels like it's going to be overwhelming, he'll come back into the bomb site. And there it is. Taric in the angle gets one on the Vinny, but it's only one as Art comes in with a trade on the CZ75.
Ethan opens up the door to his death. Art's M4 comes into play. FURIA are onto this B site with a couple of rifles. Yuri is trying to lock down this position. Will Stanislaw clear the corner? He is going to, but Yuri wins the battle. That should not be happening. However, Cirque gets the wallbang in reply.
I didn't even know you could wallbang that. Cirque to straight right through. There's the kill. Breezy lines up one, but the bomb plant is still there, and they're holding on. FURIA, the kill's coming through. It has to be on Cirque. He's got 2 already. Needs the 3K. As Art is on his own, picks the angle, and it's FURIA with 2. Just the ramp rush, taking the pistols there, finding the trades. I'm afraid it's Breezy. Not being able to pick up a single kill there. That's where it ends.
Yeah, Taric's initial ramp hold wasn't exactly perfect either, only getting the 1-for-1. Giving away that M4 was kind of a bit of a problem there for NRG. I thought that Taric might just fall back to the B site itself, because like you were saying, in that ramp position, you generally just play to contain your opponents. You generally play to give up that control and just get the information for your team. Technical pause coming through, but we are going to get back into things very, very quickly here. If you have just joined us, NRG were off to a great start, but FURIA are starting to work their way back into the game, and NRG going for a double AWP setup now. Cirque was doing some damage with that sniper early. Taric wants to join him.
The real backbreaker, the spine snapper, would be if NRG picked this one up. If they just find the success and stop FURIA from putting the string together, they could be back onto winning ways here, NRG. And it's the early pick coming in from Cirque, the man advantage available to them. And Cirque, well, they know where he is, but he's still hanging around. He wants to take another fight. He's confident in it. And he knows where Art is. He knows that he's close at least. And Art will just go back in towards main and take a kill into Stanislaw. So 4v4.
Again, Cirque has been so good at finding those entries. Breezy, though, making the play in the back lines. He spots the man. This is the kill for free. Great play by Breezy.
Yeah, excellent kill there from Breezy onto Art. It puts Yuri, J, and Keserato into a difficult position with the man deficit. Bomb plant coming through. Yuri is all the way towards Garage, though. The rest of his team are inside the bomb site. And the bomb plant in default. Cirque comes up towards Heaven, makes the noise on the ladder, hoping some sort of utility will be baited out, some information can be gathered. But at this point, NRG just need to time their retake together. They need to go at the same time. And there's the flash over the top from Cirque. Not yet committing. And J is just biding his time, hoping for the patience. The flank is coming through. J will pick up Cirque. Breezy there with 1. Breezy with a follow-up and a 3rd from Breezy. Absolutely incredible stuff. If he gets the quad kill overall, it'll be 7 on the board. And when things were looking so dire there for NRG, when the flank was coming in behind Cirque, he falls anyway. It's Breezy that pulls them on.
Yeah, Breezy just beats them down with that SG. That's the Breezy you expect to see for NRG. He's probably been their best player in the last 3 months. He's been in great form for this team recently, and that's starting to show here. Steps up individually for his team. And as for FURIA, their first tactical timeout taken ahead of this round. Art is going to pick up the AWP, but the rest of the squad don't really have much to support him. So this is definitely a round where it feels like Art is going to be getting quite aggressive early, trying to get involved with that sniper. But so far, Cirque has definitely had much more impact in terms of the AWPers. So we'll see if Art can get something going now with his AWP.
Well, AWP. Let's see if Art can show us some skills, show us some success for FURIA. He'll be Cirque on his AWP, and he's been looked on it. He's been looking really solid. Cirque is being very confident, which is such a good sign to see, and he goes for the peak. It's going to be the shot from Art coming right through. Cirque has been finished off. Man advantage there for FURIA.
NRG about to hold this A site. Ethan in from above. The MP9 coming into play, but he only gets no kills, actually. Breezy is the man who has to clean up for him, but Breezy is doing the damage again. 3 kills on that SG. As soon as he's got that into his hand, he's been doing well with it. And now Yurit with the AWP is going to have to try to find the angles. I think Tarek pushed in towards Hut there, and that means Yurit has not got a great chance here.
Breezy has just been the hero of NRG. Every single time things are looking like it could be FURIA. FURIA finding the kills. Breezy just bricks them in these last 2 rounds. And so it's all on Yurit with the AWP. 50 seconds to try and make a 1v3 happen. He can't really afford to unscope and give away his position. So at this point, he's just walking around completely scoped in, waiting to see if he can spot anyone. Not yet. Finding a player on the CT side. There currently is one on the bomb site, and eventually he will unscope and try to come on in towards the site. Shots being rattled. It'll be the kill from Breezy, and there it is. It too. NRG confirmed themselves the win of the half, but with the way things are going, it's hard to see a world in which they don't get more than the 8 already picked up.
Yeah, this has been a great start on their CT side of Nuke. FURIA have just not really been able to get their foot into this game. Again, you have to think that NRG would have prepared for this FURIA team. Like you were saying, they must have been ready for the style that was coming against them. Especially in one of those earlier rounds, for example, Tarek was on the B site and he made sure to just slow FURIA's aggression down. And now that FURIA have realized their aggressive playstyle isn't really working, they've decided to slow down the pace slightly. But this is where you kind of feel like FURIA aren't really playing to their strengths of their playstyle. Because those earlier rounds have gone against them, they've had to slow down the pace of the game slightly. Cirque trying to find a gap in these smokes, but there are no gaps available for him, no line of sight. So again, FURIA takes secret control, but they've been here before, and they haven't really been able to take advantage of that. And there's the shot from Cirque. Again, he's been so good in these opening fights. It's ridiculous. 6 for 1 so far in these first 11 rounds. Just keeps on giving his team the man advantage, which is so valuable.
He's currently 14 and 5. It's been a stellar start from Cirque, and he has looked so confident in taking the fights as well. I remember a couple of months ago when Cirque did have a little bit of a dip in performance. He was talking about how his confidence was hit slightly and didn't feel like he was playing at the level he could. And, well, he certainly returned to that level, which is great to see. And if he can continue that throughout this tournament, NRG could be a real dark horse. As Stanislaw hides in the corner, FURIA sending a few players in. Art, of course, look where he is, right on the other end of the smoke. He'll take the headshot onto Stanislaw. Tarek will get the trade almost instantaneously towards the ramp from though. The follow-up comes in from Tarek. Well played, but will he expect Art to be in the ramp? He has got a teammate there, so the trade should come in.
Yeah, Art hoping that he can maybe be overlooked in this position. He realizes he's got to try and get something going, but Yura loses his life on the other side. Tarek goes by. Art, oh my god, this is insane.
Well, they've just all walked past him, Alex. No. All 3 players. He could win this Oh my goodness, just hides in the corner, lets
He's
them all
scoped.
walk past.
Did they hear it?
And he's scoping, looking at the bomb, the time is ticking. He's just playing this.
They
As soon as they go
can't
for the
find the
defuse, they get the bomb, the spray coming in. Art's able to pick up Ethan and the time is ticking. The defuse comes through though, as Tarek gets it down for NRG. But that could have been absolutely horrible for the North Americans.
Bloody hell, Dinko. Why is it so scary? Why is it so close? It's a 1v4. It should not have been that tense. Oh man, Art just lets them by, tries to play the time. If there wasn't a smoke there, I think he could have easily won that. But as soon as he got that one kill, he thought he denied the defuse. That's so unfortunate.
Well, FURIA calling a tactical timeout. This has been a crazy start to Nuke. Yes, FURIA may only have 2 on the board, but they have looked so close in a lot of these. NRG just keep getting it done though in the important parts. Stanislaw has had a bit of a quiet start alongside the likes of Ethan, who's currently on 3 kills, but the rest of NRG, Tarek, Breezy, and of course Cirque, they're just fragging out of their mind at the minute. Tarek's just holding that ramp room, is doing a really solid job. And FURIA, well, they're going to have to try and step back into this.
Yeah, they have the chance to do so here in round 12. Again, NRG's money has been quite often not as good as you would want it to be, I think, considering the lead they have. FURIA have kept it within touching distance, and wow, Art is a madman running straight in towards Mini, getting so aggressive at the start of the round, and Stanislaw was ready for it. Vinny, though, more ready to get the opening through the smoke.
Yeah, spray comes through the smoke. Ethan, he's had a quiet performance so far, but what a great run this would be to step up. He's got one, nearly the second as well. Eventually tries to switch on. It's so unfortunate not to get that, but luckily Tarek is there for the double, and Stanislaw finishes off the job. And when FURIA again look like they're doing okay, they got those 2 kills, suddenly NRG just light them up. 10-2, double figures reached for the North Americans. And you have to remember, Alex, this is a map that FURIA have shown to be one of their best. They played against some of the best teams in the world on this map and looked really strong. Although NRG obviously know how to counter their T side, and that is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, again, you see Art's aggression there, just running through door, running all the way through in towards Mini, trying to push towards outside. But NRG are aware that this is how he likes to play. They've got players ready to stop him, and Art again is going through the smoke, but this time it might work for him.
He's just a bit mental.
He really is.
He
no
is.
fear.
Not at all. Well, Ethan's going to punish him, and that's what can happen sometimes. You know, the aggression comes through. If it works, great, but if it doesn't, he's kind of left looking silly. No trade, but Breezy just holding off the AUG. Even the low fire rate is able to get 2 kills as Circle come in with the AWP, and it's all over here. 11-2. FURIA not really doing too much into that one, I'm afraid. It's starting to look pretty dire for them as NRG are off to a hot start indeed, and this is absolutely crazy. Tarek on 18 kills, 17 on Breezy, and yet another tactical timeout is needed from FURIA.
And the rounds that FURIA have won, only 2 of them, one of them came down to the clutch. Art had to win the clutch for his team. Just goes to show that even when FURIA are finding rounds, they're coming close. They've also been really, really bad in those opening duels. They've only won the first fight a single time. In every other round, NRG have had the early man advantage, and unfortunately for FURIA, their aggression just has not been good enough for them. And again, this is what we were somewhat scared of. This FURIA team maybe being a little too one-dimensional. Now that they are on the map, we need to see some more different styles of play from them. Otherwise, NRG can be ready for the quick aggression. They shut down some of those quick rounds from FURIA early on, and then it feels like FURIA don't have too much to fall back on. We'll see if they can get something going in these last few rounds. We know that Nuke is a very CT-sided map, but FURIA have got to get at least 1 or 2 more rounds on the board here.
Well, Stanislaw holding far back. It will be Breezy taking the kill onto Keserato. And advantage is there, but Art finds the trade. So FURIA, it is equilibrium at the minute. Can they follow up? And there it is from Art. Finally, he's found a little bit of success. He hasn't had that. And so the 2 kills coming in. Looks back up towards heaven, and Art is doing it alone. Tarek will step in with a trade, and a follow-up is there as Cirque gets aggressive. How does this happen? 1v1, Cirque looking for it all.
Tech9 out up close and personal. Vinny is spotted. Cirque trying to get this done. Vinny jumps into the air trying to bait out the shot from Cirque, but Cirque had the Tech9 in his back pocket. You can see what Vinny was trying. He thought that Cirque would be with the AWP in his hands. He was trying to bait out the shot of Cirque, but with the Tech9 there, he's able to win the clutch. And it just feels like NRG can't lose right now.
Yeah, even when FURIA find the kills, right? Art just walks into the A bomb site, he gets multiple frags, and they still end up losing it. Tarek has just been so good on the trade factors. He's definitely been the X factor for NRG in terms of being able to trade. 20 kills, 5 deaths. Tarek is on another level at the minute.
Yeah, and traditionally, when you think of NRG about a year ago, okay, Art again. Sorry, I can't talk at the start of the round because Art is fighting all over the map again. This time, though, he's trapped behind the box and NRG were ready for him. Nice shot, Vinny, but he needs to do more, and Ethan's there.
It really feels like the aggression from Art has just been found out by NRG. They know what's happening, they punish it well, and that's all on Casterato into a 1v4. This is going to be a 13-2 half from NRG. Absolutely incredible scenes here. It's all Casterato finished off. And there it is, a 13-2 half coming through. We're going to have to see if they can turn it around here, FURIA, on a map that they're traditionally pretty good on. We're going to go to a short break. We'll see if they can turn it around.
They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do. They don't want on it. They don't want on it. It's not like a pop song. Take a dive before you die, y'all. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Shit can kill you sick. Real stuff. Smiles of the ocean, purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be, anywhere you wanna be, yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, look. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do. They don't want on it. They don't want on it. They don't want on it. Pick up, I know to be right on. Cause no one really gives. Don't look back, I'll keep your eyes on. Long ago, long ago. Doesn't matter what it gon' cost. Never gave a shit. Real soul. Let it take a hit. Hey. Who's getting high on emotion? Look around. People fight all their life for some peace. Yeah. Look around. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, look. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do.
Hello everyone and welcome back to ESL 1 Cologne B stream. It's 13-2 here on Nuke and NRG's show no signs of stopping. FURIA have to find a way back into this.
And the way to get back into this has to start with the pistol round, at least you would think, with them being so far behind right now. Stanislaw the man with the nades, and those odds not looking too great for FURIA as you would expect. Let's see if Art has something to say about that. The answer is no, because Tarek is too good.
They kind of expect this, right? They kind of expect this relentless aggression that Art will throw at them. And it must be so frustrating for Art just seeing it work against some of the best teams in the world a couple of events ago, and now it's not. He's just not finding anything against NRG.
Okay, Casterato looking for the long-range fight. FURIA have got to find a way back in this round. That kit is also dropped, so if they want to try to retake, they would rather get that back, which isn't going to be too easy. In case Serato lets them push down towards B. Vinny about to be smoked off. He can't really stop this from happening. FURIA are aware that NRG are in on this B site, but I'm not sure they can do much about it. Stanislaw spamming away, but eventually decides to plant the bomb.
Getting the bomb plant in. FURIA trying to run in, but it's Vinny who will get stopped by Ethan. And so now it's not just a one-man deficit, but a three-man deficit. Breezy with a headshot towards Yuri. And it's all enabled Jay and Caserato into a 5v2. And well, finally, a blood is drawn from them, but that's just it. Tarek in with a trade again. It's all Caserato, and it'll be 14-2, Alex. What a start, and what a middle. And this could be the end from NRG.
Very well could be. It's been a very fast movie, Dinko. Gone through the 3 acts really quick. Yeah, this is not looking like the FURIA we were hoping to see here. Serato is going to fall. NRG up to a 14-round win. And we were discussing in the pre-game that NRG have tried to add Stanislaw to add some more fragging from their in-game leader. They don't need fragging from their in-game leader. He's got 4 kills because the rest of the team are just doing so much work. The big 3 right now are clearly Tarek, Breeze, and Cirque. In the past for NRG, you think of Ethan as one of the star players as well, but he's not needed. Again, NRG clearly have just got so much skill, and it's nice seeing some of these NA teams put together all those skilled players in a complete package.
Oh, well, Art has started things off with a load of damage onto Tarek, dropping him to 12 HP from the scout. They'll need to get a little bit more than just one shot, though. And, well, they've actually just gone towards Secret and elected to leave it open, as Breezy has taken the kill back from Arts, and won't be into a situation where NRG are massively favored. Man advantage as Cirque starts to clear.
Looking to hold the outside control. No need for NRG to take any further unnecessary fights. Breezy begins to creep forwards. I mean, Nuke is an abandoned nuclear power plant, right? And it's very quiet right now. Makes sense.
It definitely is at this point, because NRG are just taking the time, getting everyone in position, but it's about to get real loud over here as Able J with the Deagle might just light them up as they start to come into the position. Unfortunately, can't land anything. NRG pick it up, and it looks as though FURIA will be crumbling here. Vinny and Caserato left into a 2v3. Bomb plant looks to come through from Ethan. Still a chance here for the Brazilians as Vinny's got a headshot up towards heaven. It's Cirque who will fall.
Both NRG players stuck on the site. Not the best position to be in, but Vinny is trapped behind the vents. Damage done towards him. He's only on 70 health, though. And again, NRG stuck on the site itself, having to watch angles, taking damage. But here comes Caserato.
Over the top, MP9 sprays in. Ethan is finished off. It's all on Breezy. 1v2, and so close to making it happen. But Caserato will keep the team alive. It's going to be 14-3.
Yeah, Breezy looking up to the heavens at the end there, hoping to win the clutch. Had to flick really fast, but Caserato gets it done with the MP9. The 3rd round win on the board for FURIA, and NRG are not going to give them any breathing room going for the buy into this round. They don't really have the best weaponry.
No, not at all. This buy is pretty bad, I have to say, from NRG. They have got Tarek on the Deagle and Kevlar there, and Breezy on a Krieg. So maybe that's enough. I mean, Breezy has been insane, so perhaps that is enough to give them the win here.
Yeah, I think they'll just play around this SG, maybe see if Breezy can get any opening frags. It looks like Art is not playing quite as aggressive this time on the CT side. Smoke down early, so Breezy is not able to put that to use. And okay, Art is playing aggressive. My bad. He's already pushed through door. Decides to drop the smoke and fall back slightly. FURIA take away a small part of the map from their opponents. But no real fights occurring too early into this round.
Tarek. I have a feeling he might just get a chance here, but unfortunately he looks away at the wrong time. Art didn't overextend either, so at this point, under a minute left. NRG taking it slow. No one yet to drop on the server. Art You can just tell that he wants to get aggressive here. He doesn't like sitting in the same position. He keeps going over the top, trying to get some information.
He's just bored.
He is, and he's going to finally push, and there's the kill coming right through. Tarek is finished off into a 4v4 though, as Breezy with a Krieg is able to step up. Benny drops in a chance here for Breezy towards heaven, although Yuri in the site needed to stand tall, and Ethan won't allow him to stand at all. The kill comes through. It's Art, Ibble J, and Caserato into a 3v4 to stop NRG from getting to map point.
If this wasn't so one-sided, you might save at this point, but FURIA have got to play for every round win if they want to win this game. Abel J gets one kill in reply. Caserato's AK getting up close, but Stanislaw finds his head. Abel J tries to switch weapons at just the wrong time, and Art is left clutching at straws here. Stanislaw is going to be found, but the round is over. No time left. Art is just trying to play for kills, and that's not going to happen. Ethan closes it out. 15-3 for NRG, just one away from victory. I don't see how they don't win at this point.
Yeah, it would be quite the comeback from FURIA. They need 12 in a row just to get overtime. And even then, you've got another difficult challenge when it comes to overtime. So yeah, certainly looking like the chances of FURIA are very small indeed. And NRG might just walk away with probably one of the most one-sided affairs we'll see today.
You'd think so, especially with most of the other teams being so competitive, like we were saying. Over on the A stream, Renegades currently in the lead against FaZe, 9-6 over on that one. Looking to be a closer game than this, unless FURIA can get something going here. Art's head is spotted, but Art is trained in on this angle. The scout is scary in this sort of fight, and you can see Ethan not happy to fight there. Damage done. Tarek continuing to stick around, trying to play the headshot angle. A little bit of damage done early by FURIA.
Well, Alex, every good movie has a good plot twist, right?
Ooh, yeah.
So perhaps the plot will thicken and FURIA find themselves back into this.
Depends if this is an M. Night Shyamalan movie or not. A lot of movies don't have plot twists.
That is true.
I don't think this one will.
Well, certainly not looking like it, but early damage has been received and done on the FURIA side of things. 45 seconds. NRG again with the slow approach. They don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to create chaos, because that's where FURIA will thrive. And it will be the kill from Abel J. Coming right through, but the boost from Yuri could really work for them as the bomb hits the floor. Abel J stands tall with the deagle, and it's all on to Tarek. And with the Galil versus 5. And Alex, indeed, it does thicken.
That was a really nice nade there. Over towards ramp. Softened all the players up. Tarek gets stuck on the slightest of corners that I didn't even know you could get stuck at. The stairs not there for him. NRG not with the money to invest this time. They went for the force spy previously when they had weak money, but this time they're going to go for the same, just not with as much to show for it. Pistols across the board. They've got the nades in play though, so we can see the outside smokes that are so common on this map. Caserato looking for the opening fight. I think at this point, FURIA can kind of play without fear, being so far behind. They can just try and make plays, try and make something work. Looks like Breezy is lining up a wallbang through the door, or just a smoke. That makes more sense. I was confused. I was like, what is this, some mad wallbang?
Well, Alex, it's not. And it will be a kill from Art on towards Stanislaw. Kill comes in. AK-47 finding success, and it looks as though FURIA will be able to hold on as the kills from Abel J start to arrive. Tarek will get one back on the deagle. But it's Tarek and Breezy. You got to feel like there's a small chance here, Alex. A small but potent chance. It's like a poison dart frog, but Tarek does fall.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's the two players for NRG that have really been popping heads. But Tarek is not going to be popping any more heads in this round. Neither will Breezy. FURIA close out their 5th round win, and unfortunately for NRG, this is another save round for them.
This is a real chance for FURIA just to start to build up a few rounds on the board and start to make themselves, make the scoreline look more respectable, right? And if they just take it round by round, perhaps there's a way that they can bring it back to a super respectable scoreline, maybe even overtime, Alex.
Really clutching at straws there, mate.
I think it's certainly
every
going to be a difficult task. But FURIA, if they want to make this happen, they have to step up in a big way. And here goes the vent dive from Cirque. It's going to be spotted by Yuri, and the kill comes in. An advantage is there for the CT side. Ethan will try his best, but Vinny is there to reply, and it's all on Stanislaw, the in-game leader with just the Glock, the newbie to the team. And I think his time is certainly limited here, as FURIA will go up to 6.
There it is. AK shot lands from Able J. Again, FURIA have definitely been struggling, but we also have to say that NRG have looked pretty solid as a team so far. It's kind of hard to know exactly what NRG's level is in terms of their team play and their tactics, though, because this game kind of feels like it was much more reliant upon the individuals for NRG. We've just got Tarek and Breezy playing really well. Cirque also landing a lot of opening kills on that CT side with the AWP. And again, it is definitely good to see Cirque's confidence with the sniper, something you were talking about earlier. He was always willing to fight, which is exactly what you want when you're investing so much into that AWP. And this time, it's Art's AWP who rattles off the shot early, but Tarek manages to dodge away from the sniper.
Well, Vinny pushing through the smoke. Oh, nearly ships in the night, but Vinny turns around and finds Tarek, although Breezy, he'll want vengeance for his teammates. He's looking for it and might just get it here on the Keserato if the timing works well, but Keserato on the bomb site. Breezy goes in for the fight, has to fall away, and it's Yuri who's picked up Ethan. So it feels like FURIA are actually getting a little bit more momentum built here, and the individuals are getting a bit more space to work with.
Nice angle from Able J on the side of the box, in on the elevated position. Really felt like a round where NRG were, again, just looking for the individual fights, just looking to win some of those duels. Good shot from Cirque with the SG at long range, but there are 4 more players against him. Yeah, it feels like here NRG are really just kind of trying to frag out and win the round, right? They're just so far ahead that maybe they aren't running too many of their tactics, maybe not wanting to give too much away. They've still got a rather convincing lead here, but they have to go for another low buy. This is the only way, really, that FURIA, you could think, could come back into this. If they continue to force NRG down to these weak buys, that's when you maybe have a slightly better chance, but the scoreline still doesn't feel great.
Yeah, it's still a long road, a long and windy one that FURIA will have to walk. They want to get back into this, but certainly capabilities of making it a closer affair. As Art will look on the barrel of the AWP. Smoke comes in to sever his information flow, and the follow-up coming in as well. At this point, FURIA just trying to hold on and stop NRG from finding any success in these pistols. Tarek's got close up towards Garage, though, and Art is currently there. This could be a kill from Tarek if he gets the timing right. He has to walk around the back of the Garage. As Art is playing in this corner, you might not expect Tarek, but he's looked back here. He realizes it's a possibility. Scoped in, Tarek just holding the corner. Art about to walk through, but Tarek, the timing, he looks away.
Oh.
But he hears the footsteps as Art tries to run away, and there's the kill from Tarek. The patience pays off, and it is NRG with the advantage.
Running right down through ramp, Able J only gets the 1 kill. NRG looking
Not
good.
like this.
Breezy in with another frag. Oh no, FURIA falling apart on the B site. Vinny and Keserato have got to make this happen.
Not like this, FURIA. Up against the pistols. It's Vinny and Keserato trying to save the team. They look for the spam, but it's not coming through just yet. NRG try to lock down the site. Bomb ticking. Flash goes through. It's Keserato and Vinny both try and dart through the single door. It's going to be Keserato with a kill, and Stanislaw follows up. A 16-7 win from NRG on Nuke. This is a map we look at as one of FURIA's absolute best, but obviously the work down from Stanislaw, taking a look, punishing the aggression of Art, and FURIA just couldn't get